And you know, gait. Y'all do. Good. And you're in that? Jade. Okay. You're Jade and Katie. Okay. Flat. Everything you do on the flat has an effect on your radiation. So when I watch Red Rod and see the horses, what they do, I start to establish an idea of what the jumping is going to be like, as you do too. So one of the things when we start to jump, the first group of exercises we're going to do are adjustability exercises. The ability to be able to shorten the horse's stride and add strides or leave strides out, depending on the speed and balance that you're going in the impulsion. So this huge group of jumping exercises, adjustability exercises, if you think about a related distance that we talked about in the last week that was vertical to this officer, there's a distance in there. So if you were to canter into this distance, you would walk the distance, make a plan for how many strides you want to put between these two jumps to make it the best for the horse given the variables. The biggest variable we have today is the size of the rear. Anything indoors shorten the horse up. Okay? So we're going to work on flat first, adjusting the horse's stride. So that when we start to do this first group of exercises, you're ready. When you're warming up for show jumping work, show jumping practice, it's very important that you prepare the horse for what you are planning to do on that day. So there's the roundness we talk about to create the shape, so the horses have to be able to be submissive and available to the rider. The roundness that we talk about has to come from the leg and not from the hand. Otherwise, the horse starts getting laid up and up, and more importantly, they never activate the hind leg. You can have a horse bent on your hand without engagement. Okay? But if you have engagement, you can have the horse's front end and frame and shape wherever you choose to have it for that given need. Okay? Does that make sense? If you have the hind end, you will always have the front end. If you want to have it round, if you want to have left, right, sideways, you want to have the horse open and up, it is available to you to choose what shape the horse needs to be in to be able to have the best chance of getting the exercise. But if you only make the horse bend on your hand, which you can do, then the horse lacks engagement. And remember we talked in the lecture about the slower horse goes, the quicker this footwork has to be. And if the horse is only bent on the hand, then as the horse goes slower, they're going to slow down their footwork, which is not how, okay? And, you know, we are trying to create a situation where we're making it easy for the horse. My job as a rider is to present an exercise to the horse so it is stupidly simple for them to do, for them to understand, and then for them to ultimately do. And that is whether it's a transition from walk track or is going 20 miles an hour across the field on a cross-country course. And maybe an inside turn and, you know, whatever, jumping A, B, C, D, E at Rolex and hammering away like it was stupidly simple. Okay? If you sit, all you guys can sit at the head of the lake at Rolex for a day of cross-country there on Saturday in April, you will see everything from it looking absolutely impossible to it looking so simple you can't believe that horse just did it so easy, and that rider didn't ever move, and everything was really easy, right? Have y'all done that or watched on YouTube? That I won't move up a level until I'm a guy that get it all done and have it be easy and simple for the world. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead first. At this level, strong novice and training level, I expect the horses to have pretty clear communication with the rider on where you're going, how fast you want to get there, and the start of being able to be consistent in the horse's shape of their top line, meaning roundness. Remember, there's longitudinal roundness from hind leg all the way up across the horse's back to the full, down to the mouth, back to the rider's hand. There's that longitudinal, back to front. There's also being able to maintain roundness and have the horse move laterally. There's also being able to maintain longitudinal roundness to be able to go forward and come back. We all know it's easy to go forward. It's not so easy always to come back and keep the shape. So those are the things we're going to work on today. Remember the 3 different seats we talked about in chair jumping? Sitting full in the saddle, the 3 points just a little bit out of the saddle. You guys can all take that position right now. All. Go ahead, 3 points. You can stay as low as you can without letting go, right? And that takes a lot of quad muscle. Probably not so easy for your knee, right? But again, you have to work on it. I know when you get higher than you're going to get a little higher or lower. Is that real close? It really presses on your quad muscle. Okay? So we're going to keep trying to develop our thigh, develop the strength in our lower leg, and have our lower leg on the horse at all times. Doesn't mean it's active, but it's got to be there. Okay? And then, of course, with 2 point, you get a little bit higher out of saddle. Go ahead and try that. But with the knee close. Not looking like a frog with the knee open. Okay? All right, go ahead and sit. And let's walk forward. Why don't we take the rein to the left? When you move the horse forward, it's always forward first and then turn. And the horse is round when you go forward at this level. Okay? So let's go ahead and walk forward and take the rein to the left. And then we'll start a little flat work. We'll do pointing to that and then up to that. Okay. So that horse, just to be specific about that.
Oh my God. Keep your head. Okay, I will next time I come through.
Lower the neck. There. There. So the seat. And
Look
now
at
here
him.
and faster. Go gallop. Sitting. Good. Now collect it. Swing harder. Swing bigger. There. Okay. You can walk. Right in. That's good. Okay. These horses, it's January. They're fresh. They think they know something about, their show jumping, and we need to give them parameters right from the beginning. Okay, so as far as the technique, the halt was good, reins were way too long. Okay, everybody again, you just keep coming and doing this until the horses get programmed and that they realize that after the jump they have to be responsible. Push with leg, finish round, come on, and then walk forward. Very good. Okay, great. Go, start come up, leg is long, and then okay, so the horse lands a little bit, pulling you down, the lower leg swings back, and you lose your upper body balance, yeah? So keep your lower leg heel down, leg still, and then you'll have one more core strength to be able to hold his shape. He does that and then tries to pull you forward. So you get a little bit against that and let us see you do that. All right? A little bit off to the right as well. I'll go ahead and show you. Again. Okay. Very good. Land it a little falling into the stride. And then sit and push so that the push can engage the horse and fall properly. Otherwise, shift. Okay? You can wait for the next step. A little more strength to your posting so the horse can take a little bit more forward trot. Better lower leg. Right? So that time you came against your position on landing, so that will help you the next time after that. You can wait. Okay, so now we're going to trot the first one. Instead of dropping your stirrups after the vertical, stay with your stirrups, break your trot, make the trot round if you can, trot the officer, then trot the stirrups and hop in a straight line before the wall. Okay? One right after another, but not running into each other. Start turning. You're going to land a little bit like that. So we'll keep working on it. Then your heel pushes down, and then the top of your calf, but on the back side of it, hold your legs from going back. Pose. Just hold it straight, and just turn around and come again. Right? You're not allowed to go sideways, not allowed to go anywhere, right? Just turn around and go all around. Just come again. So, what do we need in front of that dog? You're going to make the transition sooner to trot, so you have more time here to create impulsion, okay? But it's important in related to distance to do your job early. And trot. Now more impulsion. Post stronger, post stronger, post stronger, post stronger. Okay, and halt. Okay, so you lost your line of direction on the landing, just because you had forgotten about that part. We have a tendency to forget the next thing when something sensational has happened in the moment, right? Like horse over jumping and you got left. You got left because you were using a lot of light to try to create impulsion, but it wasn't in motion. Your body wasn't in motion. You froze, you created power, and the horse jumped out of the path. Okay? So anytime that you have to create that kind of power, great, but you have to stay within motion of the horse. Okay? Next. Great, then you were a little bit like, okay, I'm going to add that. Try to get jumped on it about it. You lost his power. And the halt. Okay, how many strides did you get? Okay, come around and do it again. Wait. Hurry up. Class is waiting because you lost your train of thought, right? You must stay calm. You must stay in left brain where you're thinking, academic, healing, rider. You have to know what is happening. You have to feel it first so you can make corrections second. If you don't feel it, nobody can help you. Listen to what's happening. Okay? How many strides did you get? 7. How do those strides feel? You leave short or long at the end? Long at the end. So you got 7, but you left it wide, right? You left it open. What happens when he does that? He jumps really big, right? He has to cover the distance. He jumps really big over a very small jump. What happens then? You rock your position around, right? So I want you to come again, but we're going to go with Katie. When you get to the jump, now you know it's 7, you know what the 7 feels like. Now you can allow him to get to a deeper 7. So he wraps himself around the jump, and there's a place for your position to be in. Okay? Okay. Did you see that horse get close to that jump? And the jump is deep, right? How many did you get? Was it straight? Line straight in the program, right? Horses love a program. Okay? Good. Keep the weight down in your heel when you land over your toe. Okay? A little bit quick with the rein in the 6th stride to fit it in. I would stay very still and let his hind leg bend to fit it in. Does that make sense? So that you've heard everybody say, come forward to the deep distance. That's what that would have felt like. You pulled it off of the deep distance in the 6th stride. Okay? And the horse is always going to jump higher and rounder and more in a shape. If you can let the hind leg get to the deep distance, the horse is in balance, so you kind of pop him off of the distance. Remember that? Okay? And then over the jump, you want to try to keep your leg a little bit more forward, feel a little bit more down, so that you're anchored in there, and then you can not feel like you get rocked around the air. Was it perfect, guys? I kind of had, and then I did. How many strides is it? 7. Okay.